Hey, it's almost 3 minutes to my birthday, y'all. Hell yeah. Well, um, it's 3 minutes till my birthday. It's my birthday. And guess what? Guess what? It's a blessing. Even though it's a lot of people out there that would love to hate on me for what I don't know, I have no idea what I honestly, that's exactly what I wanted to come on here and talk about, man. Like, I think it's rare. I think this is rare. I want to talk to some people about some stuff. Stop coming on the internet to stalk your ex partners and your ex friends. Stop it. First of all, it's illegal. And there's a lot of people that are damn lucky that they didn't go to jail. Okay? Stop stalking people that walk away from you on the internet. What is that going to do? Where are they even doing this at? Is it something that, I've seen a trendsetter try to do that. And you know what? It didn't set a trend. It didn't. You're never going to create a trend where it's kosher to stalk somebody that has walked away from you. People have the right to walk away from you anytime. Stalking them on the internet, getting upset with them, angry with them, that's not going to do anything but attract a bunch of negativity to yourself and even sometimes murder. How is it worth it? People are not bad just because they decide to walk away from you. You may be harmful to that person. Maybe you changed. Maybe that person needs to go their own way. The point is that using the internet is not going to do nothing but attract a bunch of negativity to yourself. It's a lot more that I would like to talk about, a lot more. And you know what? I'm going to save that discussion for a little bit later. Seriously. It's a spiritual thing that I'm going to talk about, not some mundane made up crap. I'm talking about the spirit of people that can't let go of other people. Maniacs who literally would threaten the lives of innocent children, innocent people, because they couldn't control a person. Gathering up armies of people to go against them because I unfriended you. Keeping it going for years, years, and years, telling lies that can get people killed, judged. No, stop doing that. People need to quit doing that. It's not safe. It's no different than showing up to somebody's house trying to do harm to them in person. Hey, it's my birthday. We're gonna party like it's my birthday, and I'm gonna enjoy my birthday. I don't care what is going on. I will enjoy my birthday every year since this whole debacle started. I have consistently enjoyed my life, regardless to this person who is now deceased, that is evil, that wanted me to be stalked because I said I don't want to be friends with you anymore. So the internet is not for that. Websites are not for that. That's sick. That's disgusting to do that. And then to lie on that person. Absolutely horrific. It's very disturbing to a lot of people. Think about it. When people tell lies and do some of the things that I've seen people do, you're now responsible for the lives of the people that you are showing out for. You're now responsible for that. All of the people that you've affected, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. There's a lot of people that have no direction in life. What a horrific way of abusing your power and then expecting good results out of that. It's not good. It isn't. When somebody says, "Hey, I don't want the friendship with you anymore," for whatever reason that they give you, you just have to walk away. Nobody really, honestly, unless that person did something to where you can sue them in the court of law. Other than that, what is the problem? Why, if somebody says, "Hey, I'm unfriending you right now," and I've seen people, I mean, it's so sick. I've seen people who've never met each other and got into it on the internet, and they're still stalking each other. Well, I don't even know you. This is terrible. And then with an expectation, you so dramatic about it, you have an expectation for the whole world to hate that person. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Oh, this person unfriended me. I want to turn the whole world against that person. At that point, you really need therapy. You don't need to be on the internet. You need therapy. Now you're gonna try to. I'm on a mission to throw my life away because I want everybody to hate this person, and this is all that you've done. And then you expect to go and live your best life. You're not gonna do it. You're not ever going to do it. Ever. You can't go and live a happy, full life while doing that to people. I don't. You can try to dig up racism and slavery and apartheid and your hair nappy and you a black bitch with long titties in National Geographic. It doesn't matter. Leave people alone. You don't have the right to and bought back slavery. I'm gonna bring back slavery. What? What the fuck? Wow. Right now, everybody in this country is concerned about the economy. Everybody is concerned about this war that we may be in. And all you can think about is stalking somebody on the damn internet. Please make that make sense. People right now are concerned about actual real concerns. And all you can think about is that. Oh, but then at the same time, you want respect. I, I've never seen anything so ridiculous in my life. Stalking will never be a trend that makes a person look good. Nobody can ever make stalking a good thing. You're just a stalker. You got a mental problem. Period. It's never going to be a thing to where, hey, I'm a tough person, or I'm a, I'm this, and I'm stalking somebody on the internet. No, that looks ridiculous. You look like a person that doesn't love yourself, that doesn't care about yourself. Nobody will ever make stalking look beautiful. It'll never be pretty. It'll never be beautiful. It will always end up being a mess. If anybody is thinking about stalking somebody on the internet because they walked away from you, you need to think twice. And internet stalking is just as bad as in-person stalking. It's just as bad, if not worse. Just look like a psychopath. And yeah, there are people out there that will share in your joy of trying to stalk people and their kids. But in reality, what good does that do? Any of those people? That's ridiculous. Oh, shit. It just is what it is. You play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. That's exactly what those types of people are gonna get. Okay? And anybody on the internet that would latch on to some shit like that, and clearly there's some things that you need to work out within yourself. Seriously. There's no way. There's no way I would ever latch on to something like that. If that makes me narcissistic for saying that, hey, you know how narcissistic people will say, well, I would never do that. But you know what? Stalking is something that is pretty much a no brainer. Like that doesn't make a person a narcissist because they're telling you that stalking is wrong. Stalking will always be wrong. It will never be accepted. I don't care how you try to spin it. Spiritual stalking is wrong. That's why a lot of people have been saying, don't do love spells on people and stuff. It's not necessarily, some people have a problem to where they just want to control others. Love spells within themselves is good. Hell, I'd rather be under a love spell than a hate spell. Everybody under a spell of hate is surely to die. That's a fact. That's the only place that's gonna lead you to is death, and you cannot change it. You cannot change that. It's never gonna change. You can't stalk somebody and you say, "Oh, that person's stalking me." Everybody can. You think that everybody doesn't see the truth? So now everybody in the world is stupid. And we're going to believe that even though we know the origin of your stalking, that all of a sudden this person that you're stalking is stalking you. That's not how it works. And there's been people attempting to light candles to manipulate people into believing that they're the ones that are being stalked. But in reality, you just look like a crazy person. You just look like you're crazy. Nobody will ever believe that the stalkers that have been stalking people on here are the ones that are being stalked. Nobody. Okay? Nobody will ever believe that. They gonna always know the truth. They ain't gonna say nothing. They don't have to say anything. But they like, oh, we already know about that situation. We know exactly what's going on with that situation. Okay? I think it's ridiculous. So anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. But today is my birthday. Okay? And nothing but good things is coming up. Nobody that I decided to walk away from can bring any kind of harm to me and my family. It's been crazy. It's been absolutely insane. It has. It's been crazy. But, I got the best birthday gift in the world. I'm going home soon. I can't wait. And trust me, there's not going to be anybody there to fight me when I get home. This is a fact. I'm not worried about none of that. I'm not worried about nothing. I don't have any fear of nobody. My ascending sign is a Leo with Mars. So, have you ever heard of us Mars rising people? We don't get scared of nothing. That doesn't mean that we want our privacy violated or anything like that. It's just that people that try to put fear in our hearts, it's never going to happen. And to try to terrorize somebody from behind, especially with me. Now I want to reveal some stuff about a spirit that was stalking me still even death. I'm not going to talk about that. But what I will tell you is that I was raised by Sharon Lynn Briscoe, and she raised me to not be afraid of anything. Nothing is going to trump how your mama raised you. You know what I'm saying? Now I see why she raised me that way, to not fear anything. Understand the danger that lies within things, but to fear something, no. That's what controls you, is when you fear something. So, throughout the years while going through all of this, and still dealing with it, it's never once had me in fear of anything. I always like to keep a cool, level head. You know what I'm saying? I don't freak out because of a phone call. It's been a lot that has happened, and regardless to what people want to say about me, I still look good. Like, I actually look younger than I looked 10 years ago. That's what I wanted. But I guess this was supposed to make me look old and dried up or something. No, why would that happen? These are not my actions. These are other people's actions. That has nothing to do with me. I guess if you continue on that plight, that's to me, that's silly and it's sick. It's just downright sick. I don't know. All I know is this is that today's my birthday and I'm going to enjoy my birthday today. That's pretty much it. That's what I deserve. I've worked hard the past. I've worked hard and I've had to deal with more than what I should have had to have dealt with, y'all. Seriously, it's still a hole in our society that would even make it okay for some of the stuff that's been happening. It really is terrible, you know. Anywho, that's pretty much it. Stop stalking people. Who do you think you are, to do that? Nobody ever gets away with it. Nobody is ever going to get away with doing what certain people have done. And you can be as delusional as you want, but you're not going to get away with it. It always comes to bite you in the ass. And it always will. That's a fact. And you can't have it your way, you know. Anyway, it hasn't created racial tension with my business or tension between me and the LGBT community. It has not. It's just been a bunch of silliness. It's just been a bunch of silliness when people could have been happy all those years, actually truly happy. I know I've been happy and I've been through some shit the past couple of months, but can't nobody steal my joy. That's a fact. Doesn't matter what people say. It's ridiculous, y'all. Anyway, I don't expect for, the trolls right now to wish me a happy birthday. But y'all need to realize that everybody that is consumed by hate is going to destroy your heart, not mine. Your hate will only destroy you. I don't have to feel your hate. All I got to feel is the love from the gods, my spirits, and all the people that love me. That's a fact. It just is what it is. Okay? Social experimentation failed. Everybody needs to move on with their life, especially when you're dealing with a witch. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Not even just a witch, just a person that's just a good person. Like somebody that would never try to hurt somebody in their family in a million years. Never would I want to do that to anybody, and I've never done it. And I don't take any responsibility for anything that has happened to anybody. Sad. Anywho, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, y'all. I'm going to take a rest tonight. My spirits are watching all your candles, and I can promise you that you don't. Like, you got people on here that want to be witches. Not, they're trolls, they're antagonists. They try to use tactics, stalking tactics, which is witchery is not stalking. It's not even the same concept. That's a fact. A witch could be a stalker, but I just think that I I just see you as weak minded. I don't see you as a witch. You're weak minded. That's a fact. Anybody that any group that would be just like me going and saying, I want to join a group of people to attack one family. You're weak. You're weaker than all those people. Even if you had 1 million people, you're still weaker than that one person. That's a fact. That is some weak shit. That's a fact. And you can try to prove how strong you are, but all you do is prove how weak you are. The people that you're attacking, those are the strong ones. Those are the ones that are strong, not you. Okay? All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Bye.